In our journey of faith, there are seasons when it feels like God is silent. We pray, seek answers, and yet sometimes it seems we hear nothing. God's silence can be unsettling, making us wonder if He's listening or if He's far away. But it's important to remember that even when we can't hear God's voice, He is still at work in our lives. In Psalm 13, David expresses this feeling of abandonment. How long, Lord? Will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? This is one of the Bible's most honest moments, where a man after God's own heart cries out for answers. But even in his distress, David keeps seeking the Lord, showing us that our faith should remain steadfast, even when we experience silence. Like David, many of us go through waiting periods. It might be a prayer for healing, a breakthrough, a restored relationship, or direction in an important decision. Sometimes, God answers quickly, but other times, He leads us into a season of silence, where we learn to trust Him even without clear answers. In Lamentations 3 verses 25 to 26, we find this promise: "The Lord is good to those whose hope is in Him, to the one who seeks Him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord." This verse reminds us that God calls us to a quiet hope as we wait. He doesn't want us to be consumed by anxiety or doubt. Instead, He invites us to find peace in His presence. Many believe that when God is silent, He is preparing us. Imagine a teacher who remains quiet during a test. The teacher has already given us the knowledge we need and now waits to see how we put it into practice. In a similar way, sometimes God uses silence to teach us true trust, to depend on His presence rather than just His answers. Isaiah 40 verse 31 offers this encouragement: "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Waiting on the Lord isn't passive, it's a time of renewal. God promises strength to those who wait on Him. When we feel weary, He renews us. When we're discouraged, He lifts us up to soar. So, if you're going through a season of silence, keep seeking God. Trust that He is with you, even when you don't feel or hear Him. Often, it's in these quiet seasons that God builds our faith, teaching us to walk by faith and not by sight. Remember that God knows every detail of your life, and though He may seem silent now, He is right there beside you, guiding your steps, strengthening your heart, and preparing the way ahead. Use this time to grow, learn, and develop an unshakable faith. God is present even when silence is all you hear. Today, rest in the knowledge that, even in silence, God is working for your good, and your faith is being strengthened with each moment of waiting.